strong here tonight because our first match, well, the rivalry started 1 week after Survivor Series, which was 4 months ago, and well, with vicious ambush from Junior and his father on then tag team champions, the brothers Sasha and Big Sash. While Junior was the North American Championship and his father the NXT champion, and the brothers didn't respond too kindly to that. They vowed to to fight the demons by becoming #1 contender for their singles titles. And the following week at NXT UK, the Big Sash became #1 contender for Junior's North American Championship, while his brother Sasha became #1 contender for the Seniors NXT Championship, while also the father and son duo Decimate Jr. and Decimate Senior became #1 contender for the brothers tag titles. And this lead to an ambush from Decimate Senior on Sasha, but for the following NXT episode. But for the first time ever, the Demon's ambush backfired that night, and Sasha standing tall, even scaring away the Demon. And in this David vs Goliath champion vs champion match between tag team champion Sasha and North American champion Decimate Jr., Sasha pulled up an upset win over Junior, but by also having some help from a returning Clark, who Junior injured a couple of weeks prior to that, and who attacked Junior with a steel chair, allowing Sasha to pick up a win with a final Knee of Glory, and this great David vs Goliath matchup. Maybe match of the year candidate, who knows. Anyways, Decimate Jr. then decided to ambush Sasha's brother, his takeover singles opponent in Big Sash, but well, much like his daddy's attempt on Sasha, it backfired as well, with Big Sash tombstoning Junior in the backstage area. Then this led to a champion versus champion main event between tag champ Big Sash and NXT champion Decimate Senior later this evening, where Decimate Senior tried everything to pick up to injure Big Sash, and he couldn't beat Big Sash that night, but when he disqualified himself on purpose in this no title matchup, match 1 for the title, and well, but he injured Big Sash, as we found out the following NXT episode. And well, this then leads to NXT, this week's then NXT episode was supposed to be Sasha versus the other #1 contender in from NXT UK side and Waddy Strong, while was then challenger for Maskman's NXT UK Championship. But the Demon had other ideas, appearing out of nowhere to attack Sasha, and if it wasn't for Kyle O'Reilly sticking his nose in their business, Sasha would have get the better of the Demon, but Kyle O'Reilly allowed Decimate Senior to push Sasha back further into the barricade. I'm surprised that Sasha didn't had any lasting back issues after that painful toss. And well, this lead to following NXT episode between Sasha saying, hey, I have plenty of I already scheduled to compete against the Decimate Senior not once but twice at the following pay-per-view, so I want to fight Kyle O'Reilly tonight. And also the boards of directors allowed me to pick the opponent for the mystery opponent tonight for the NXT champion Decimate Senior, while Clark also wanted his revenge on Decimate Jr. and he fight for a title shot on the line against the champion, and Clark even could pull up an upset win over Decimate Jr., making it either a super sweat match with Big Sash in line, or Clark versus Junior in a singles match, and Big Sash getting his opportunity whenever he can compete, because at this point we didn't even know if Big Sash could make it to the next Takeover event at this time because of Decimate Senior, Junior's father, while Sasha defeated Kyle O'Reilly later that night, despite the Demon tried to distract him, but Sasha was so focused, so supernatural-like focus, while our NXT champion got faced a mystery opponent, the legendary Kane, which was a shocker to me, and it is still to this day. And but he, thanks to his son, he defeated Kane and tried to injure him, but Sasha intervened to stop that from happening. And security stopped him before things escalate between the champion and challenger that night. And the following episode of NXT UK, it was two world title #1 contender fighting it off yet again between Sasha and Waddy, where this time the NXT champion Decimate Senior, who prevented this match from happening the week prior, was banned from the arena, and instead it was his son Decimate Jr. getting involved and costing Sasha the matchup. And for the first time ever, Sasha lost, and and nobody ever got inside his head. That's what he said, and it even cost him the explosive champ versus champ rematch against Herzlichen Jr., even though no title was on the line, but still it was a tough loss for Sascha again, with Herzlichen Sr. costing Sascha the matchup, getting inside his head. And later in the main event, it was Clark versus the NXT champion Herzlichen Sr. And in this 4-star David vs. Goliath main event, Clark almost picked up a win over Senior, and it wasn't for his son distracting the official. He could have done that, but because of that, he fell short to the Demon. And after the match, Demon attacked Clark, but yet again, Sascha could save somebody, this time not Kane, but Clark, and it led to a tag team match between Sascha and Clark against the father and son of the Demon family, the North American champion Herzlichen Jr. and the NXT champion Herzlichen Sr., while Sascha was one of the tag champions alongside Big Sash, and it led to a double disqualification in this matchup because Clark accidentally hit Nightmare, who accompanied her father and brother at the ringside, got involved, and the other time Sascha had his back turned and he thought that either Junior or Senior grabbed his hand from him. He has no eyes in the back and accidentally elbowed Nightmare in a beautiful face, his words not mine, which caused a disqualification win. And this was a monumental moment actually, but we go to that in a second, because first we have to go to the then following Takeover event. It was Big Sash was clear that Big Sash could return at Takeover, which was announced at NXT UK before the Takeover or Takeover event itself. I don't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter much. But Big Sash made his return in the first night of the pay-per-view, returning in this North American champion title match, which also featured the champion, the half-demonic Herzlichen Jr. and Clark. And in this matchup, Big Sash made Clark tap out in the Big Sash pain, making him become the new champion without the former champion Herzlichen Jr. not being involved in the finish of the matchup, losing his title without being involved. Which kind of sucks for him, but can't say he didn't deserve it, and especially for what he did later tonight to the main event. But like I already said, we go everything in the chronological order. I hope I spelled that right. Anyways, let's focus on. Also later that night, the brothers Sascha and Big Sash had to defend the tag titles against the father and son of the Demon family, North American champion Herzlichen Jr., NXT champion Herzlichen Sr., and in this... oh wait, no, actually not. Big Sash became the new champion. My bad. Either ways, at the following night, it was then the tag title match between the brothers Sascha and the new North American champion Big Sash against former North American champion Herzlichen Jr. and NXT champion Herzlichen Sr., where the father and where Junior even eliminated Big Sash after a signature maneuver, not his finisher, the clothesline, and it was a shocker. But if you, Big Sash just returned the night prior from injury and had a tough contest, so it was understandable that it was easy playing. And Sasha all by himself against a half demon and a demon, and he did as best that he could, and he took a nasty fall in this matchup, and I thought we had to call it a matchup. We have to call out the main event because he took a nasty fall, which I suggested was an injury because it was a tough landing, and if you haven't checked that out, check it out right now. But it was really at NXT UK Takeover, it was such a nasty fall, and the British crowd was as shocked as I am. And but luckily Sasha bite his teeth and continues, bite off the pain and continues this tag match, and where he even surprisingly make Junior tap out on his Anaconda Vice, but his father has easy a match with him because of the injury all by himself, and the NXT champion even made Sasha fade on his claw that Sasha was unconsciousness, and as we found out the following week on the NXT UK, Sasha was unconscious in the backstage area. He didn't know what's going on, while Big Sash was saying, hey, I can't accompany you to your big match in the main event. I want to head home. And Sasha said, oh, no problem. I understand it. You just returned from injury yesterday. And even though I would be pissed off, at him, but anyways, Sasha wasn't. And he even was injured after this matchup, but he didn't want to miss out this big opportunity of getting revenge against the Demon for attacking him for injuring his brother. So he fight through the pain, and the main event was supposed to be a one-on-one match between Sasha and Decimon Senior for the Demons NXT Championship, but his son had other ideas. Junior jumped Sasha right from the spot alongside his dad in this no disqualification contest, and it's no disqualification contest where they beat the living hell out of Sasha, and even to the injury, I'm surprised that he even could finish this match, because it was painful to watch, even though Sasha did everything he could to fight back, knees of glories, baseball bats, everything he could do, but in the end he fell short to this. But everybody would, and Sasha then even was wondering why Junior got involved in this matchup, and he even claimed that, was it because I accidentally hit your sister? It was an accident, and he even asked out Nightmare, and we don't know if Nightmare even went out with Sasha that night. I mean, it would be kind of troublemaking, because Sasha's a rival of her brother and her father. So, but we don't know. Anyways, Sasha then explained, I don't have eyes on the back. Of course, I didn't know it was Nightmare grabbing me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used my elbow. I wouldn't hit a woman on purpose. And anyways, this lead to a North American title rematch between Decimon Jr. and the former champion and the new champion Big Sash, where Sasha cost Junior his rematch by attacking him with a baseball bat, while then it was also the Demon family was spent for Clark's match against the NXT champion Decimon Senior after Junior cost him the match the week prior with a distraction on the official, which saved his daddy. So yeah, what went from ringside in this great contest, and Clark almost put up an upset against Decimon Senior, but in the end the champion stand tall in this no title matchup, while after the match Sasha even scared the Demon away from not attacking Clark, and this led to a trap bit where Sasha was awaited by the Demon's son, Decimon Jr. in the backstage area, but despite the injury, despite this trap from the Demon, Sasha stand tall in this massacre backstage, and it led to a main event number one contender match for the NXT Championship between Sasha and Legend Killer, where thanks to Randy Orton, to Sasha's idol, Sasha picked up a huge win over Legend Killer. And this Sasha was then even questioning the Demon why he was so scared of him last week, and even pointing out that it could be that the Demon is a coward in his eyes and not a demon, because real demon doesn't exist in our world, and he's not wrong about that, but no! Damn it! I hate it, I didn't even click the damn video tube. Damn it, well, I was talking. Stupid idiots. Damn it. I hate that. I know I should have put it on, put the tone out of my phone, but I thought I had done that, and as I have the playlist of the Reuniverse open to, that I can't tell you the story, because I unfortunately can't remember everything. Anyways, it led to a high-stake main event. Two main event match, a number one contender match for the tag titles, because the brothers already used a rematch and had no rematch against the Demon family, father and son of the Demon family, for the tag titles, so they had to fight for it against the returning Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher, who also, remind you, they got injured by the Demon family, by the father and son duo, so that stakes couldn't be any higher between the brothers and Thatcher and Ciampa, and the brothers prevailed in this matchup and lead to a high-stake main event for the NXT tag team titles between Blue Falcon and Clark against the father and son duo, Decimon Jr. and Decimon Senior. And despite a tough fight, which go 50 minutes almost, the Demon family stand tall once again. And the following week, though, on NXT, it was who will earn the right to choose, because it was a beat the clock change between the challenger Sasha and the NXT champion Decimon Senior, while Decimon Jr. viciously attacked Big Sash in a cheap shot with a steel chair before Big Sash and their match could even start. And in this beat the clock change between Decimon Senior and Sasha, Decimon Senior impressed, but he fell short in the Beat the Clock challenge because Sasha, despite the Demon getting involved, trying to cost him the Beat the Clock challenge, Sasha prevailed and earned the right to choose the stipulation for their title match. And Sasha then announced later this past week on NXT UK that it's no easy to figure out what stipulations he shoots. He first banned the Demon family one ringside, but also announced an Extreme Rules stipulation for his and the Demon's title match. And unfortunately for Sasha, the following NXT episode he was found unconsciousness, and we still don't know what happened to him, if it was an illness catching up or if somebody attacked him. What we do know, however, is that Big Sash, as many people of the audience and many people watching at home, suggesting that it was the NXT champion Destiny Senior attacking Sasha 1 week before Sasha a couple of days for Sasha's big title match, with his stipulation in tag with Demon family been banned for his title match and the Extreme Rules, his style against the Demon, that it made sense that it was the Demon Brand's attack. So Big Sash challenged Destiny Cena not for the title but also in a champion no title main event, and the stakes couldn't be any higher in this matchup, and back and forth they go until the Demon, with help of his son, put Big Sash away. And after the match, Big Sash got attacked from from Demonic Evil NXT champion, but Tommaso Ciampa surprisingly saved Big Sash to get his hands on the NXT champion for injuring him and costing him so many months of his career. And that's why he got the title. Ciampa got the title match at the Royal Rumble for the NXT championship, but the Demon retained via count out, unfortunately. And in the Royal Rumble match itself, Sasha and Big Sasha's replacement Ciampa was taking place as much as, and he got eliminated by Decimate Jr., while also Decimate Jr. got eliminated by Big Sash at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view last month. Unfortunately we haven't seen Sasha since this whatever happened to the backstage area last month before the Royal Rumble, where he supposed to have a big title match. Anyways, following week on NXT, Ciampa tried to ambush the Demon in the backstage area to give him a piece of his own medicine, but it backfired on him as the Demon sent toll, and Ciampa couldn't compete that night because of that. And which couldn't be said for Sasha, who could compete and was angry at the Demon, but he was no match for Demon, as the Demon yet again won via count-out, while in this insane war for the North American Championship, title on the line, which won that the Royal Rumble paper, unfortunately, Big Sash and Decimate Jr. got hatred for one another, got even more heated than ever, because Nightmare Jr.'s sister was at ringside and got involved, and it led to Big Sash tombstoning Nightmare's sister, which led to disqualification victory for our champion. But even though Nightmare had it coming, but I wouldn't, if I would be Big Sash, I wouldn't put my hands on her. I mean, but maybe in the heat of the moment, I don't know if we can blame Big Sash that much for it. Anyways, the following NXT episode, which was 2 weeks ago on NXT, it was a mixed tag match between Big Sash and Rhea Ripley, the NXT Women's Champion, Big Sash North American Champion, Rhea Ripley, NXT Women's Champion, against the brother and sister duo of the half demonic tag team champion Decimate Jr. and his sister Nightmare, where Big Sash yet again got his hands on Nightmare after she got involved in the business and tried to get revenge on Big Sash for tombstoning her the week prior. While in the main event it was a Royal Rumble, and Big Sash then got his hand on Nightmare, leading to a disqualification win for the brother and sister deal of the Demon family, while the son of the Royal Rumble winner, Dominic Mysterio, was found unconsciousness, and later that night in the evening was announced the Royal Rumble winner will meet the demonic NXT champion, even though it wasn't for the title. And we still know what happened to Wade's son in the backstage area, so another unsolved mystery. With Sasha's case, and yet again involving the Demon, and many people suggesting it was the Demon getting involved. However, it was where Mysterio inserted with Mysterio's head, as much as the numbers came with father and son of the Demon family, which put a toll on him, and the Demon had no problems of beating the Royal Rumble winner. And after the match, while the Demon wanted to injure the Royal Rumble winner, Rey Mysterio, Kane surprised the audience by his return after got targeted from the Demon so many months ago, and he came back to not save Rey Mysterio, but got his hands on the Demon. And it led to earlier this past week on NXT with Revelations and Carnage, where Kane announced why he returned to NXT, it was because the Devil talked about the new force of evil and making rankings, and Kane couldn't let it slide. He wanted to see it for himself if the demon is a real deal or if he's just a poser, if he's just an imposter, and he vows to take the demon down and show him the true side of evil, because Kane said, if you're a real monster, if you're a real demon, you don't hide behind your family or numbers game, you just destroy everybody all by yourself. You don't need backup, you don't need to hide. That's what Kane said. And he also revealed that coming this Takeover event, it will be fatal four between Tommaso Ciampa, Kane himself, the Royal Rumble winner Rey Mysterio, and the Demon for the Demon's NXT Championship. This will be our main event later tonight. While also Kane got jumped by the NXT champion Decimate Senior, but Kane, to the surprise of every enjoyment of everybody, Kane stand tall and the monster chokes him and tombstone the demon after, and also tossing him with the huge from up high in the backstage area. And also later that night, the Demon Thousand Thunder of the Demon family, they wounded the tag team title number 1 contender match between Tommaso Ciampa and MC Sascha against Legado Fantasma, and it led to no contest, but it also made the balls of the Wagner's furious, and it may lead to the match between Ciampa and Sascha against Thousand Thunder of the Demon family under Extreme Rules, because of Legado Fantasma catching an illness. Otherwise it would be a super sweat match with also Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza on board, but they will get the tag team title shot when they're ready to compete. But now they joined their leader, Santos Escobar, who missed off the Royal Rumble because of illness. Anyways, back to the story. In the main event this past week on NXT was when Mysterio and Kane teaming up against the Thousand Son of the Demon family, Decimate Jr. and Decimate Cena. Despite everything, and despite even Junior's focus was more on attacking Big Stash, who accompanied the Legends to the ring, while Nightmare accompanying Abos and Father to the ring, it was a victory for the Father and Son of the Demon family. Because Kane got distracted by the ambush from Junior and Big Sash, and that's how it all went unfold. That's all the story. I hope it didn't too much of your time, but we had to get to the story of this matchup. Even though it's a long story and everything. Oh moin! Hi, hab ich gar nicht mitbekommen bei so einem Storytelling. Ich weiß nicht, ob du noch da bist, aber nee, ich habe noch kein Discord oder Insta. Aber bin ich halt noch mich darum kümmern. Aber wobei, Insta ist glaube ich schon drauf, aber Discord noch nicht. Ich mal kurz schauen. Ich weiß nicht, ob du noch da bist, aber ich war gerade gar nicht im Chat. Ich habe halt nur Storytelling machen müssen für dieses Match. Weil da gab es einiges, was ich selber vergessen hatte, deswegen war ich auf der Playlist. War ein bisschen abgefuckt, dass einfach Video aufgemacht worden ist und ihr mich dann zweimal gehört habt, was nicht so geil war. Ja, Insta ist drauf. Discord noch nicht, muss ich auch mal gucken, ob das beides nicht sogar geht. Aber mein Handy labert immer von wegen, du hast nicht genug Speicher, dann ist doch genug Speicher und ist kaputt. So, ja. Insta ist drauf, Discord noch nicht, Reds loser. Ich musste auf Storytelling gehen. Eben, deswegen nicht reagiert. Und gar nicht wahrgenommen, das was im Chat gibt. Ich war noch selber gar nicht im Live-Chat, weil ich erstmal die Story abklappern musste, Schritt für Schritt, weil es gab so viel zu erzählen. So viel Beef zwischen den beiden, also es muss auch erwähnt werden, der Beef. Die Geschichte, weil darum geht es im Reuniverse, um die Geschichten, die erzählt werden. Und ich bin auch am Überlegen, das Reuniverse, dass es kein Streaming-Projekt mehr wird, sondern dass halt auch die Pay-Per-Views in Parts bekommen, wenn ich das hinbekomme, alles zusammenschneiden, dass halt wirklich alles zusammengeschnitten wird, Schritt für Schritt beim Pay-Per-View, dass man halt auch die Stories vorher sieht, dass ich nicht nur drüber rede, sondern dass man auch sieht, warum, also was sich alles zugetragen hat in den Fäden, also all die wichtigen Momente, halt nicht alles, sondern halt die wichtigen Momente, und dass man halt auch nicht so zeitversetzt ist, weil ich bin leider immer ein bisschen, anders als in Sims oder anderswo, bin ich leider immer einen Schritt weiter als ihr Viewers, leider, und das gefällt mir nicht. Deswegen werden wir das halt, denke ich mal, wenn ich so machen kann, so handhaben in Pay-Per-Views, aber da werde ich halt euch auch im Laufenden noch halten. Ja. Aber wenn ich gerne streame, und ich werde es auch gerne streamen, aber leider, wenn es zeitversetzt ist, macht das wenig Sinn, und ich würde es halt auch gerne so machen, dass man halt auch wirklich sieht, in den Pay-Per-Views, warum die beiden gegeneinander antreten, wenn es da eine Geschichte zwischen denen gab, wie hier, dass da auch jeder wichtiger Moment mit eingeflogen ist, ne? Dass man da auch wirklich die Geschichte begreift für alle, die es vielleicht nicht komplett mitbekommen haben oder nur einen Teil mitbekommen haben oder noch gar nicht mitbekommen hat, aber die es interessiert, ne? Wie früher, wo Wrestling noch geil war, wo ich Wrestling noch gefeiert habe, wo es richtig gute Unterhaltung war, anders als heute, wo es nur für ein, ja, kein Pop gibt, für ein Cheap Pop und, ja.
And introducing the champion from parts unknown, weighing in at 267 pounds, he is the NXT North American Champion, Big Max.
Here we go. This is what it's all about. The NXT North American Championship is on the line.
When you land in NXT, few things seem as important as an opportunity for the North American title. Few have held it, but many have battled over it. I expect this match to be no
Counter there from Junior after he got blocked there. Bit closer into Big Sasha as we now finally in this matchup. And now Junior lifting Big Sasha up with the follow-away slam. Elbow drop to the chest of the so-called rounder. As half the money. Bastard going to work here with elbows. Another shoulder taker from Junior. Big clothesline. Junior focusing on the arm of Big Sasha in this big matchup, and it's not a spot match. Splash crushing Big Sasha early on. As he tried to, after he got so irate after Big Sasha tombstoning his sister 2 weeks ago on NXT, and also getting his hands on this past week. Oh wait, actually last weekend on tombstone, I say. Big reversal there from Junior after Big Sasha tried to get back in the ring. Big power slam from the half-demonic bastard. As Junior lost his title to Big Sasha, like already said before the match even started, without being involved. It was Clark who tapped out to Junior's, to Big Sasha's pain. There was supposed to be a Royal Rumble match, but didn't take place for reasons. Maybe because of the sack part, big boot there from Big Sasha to Junior. Junior wanted to use a switch, big hooks there from Big Sasha. As he's finally in this matchup. As Big Sasha, big side slam. He also has Junior fighting. Kick to the nutsack and now going for power bomb on Junior. Against the barricade. That's how he did this rivalry goal. As Big Sasha with the clever leaf, but it's not a false count anywhere match. Even if Junior taps to this vicious clever leaf, it doesn't matter on the outside, only on the inside. It's not a false count anywhere match. We had this yesterday with Zion and Zero in this false count anywhere match, where Zero stands holding the anti-spider mask. It's strange attacking him as Junior sends Big Sasha in the barricade, trying to use a chair, but elbow reversal there of Big Sasha. As now Big Sasha lifting Junior up with a side slam on the chair. Big kicks there. Leg drop as well. So now Big Sasha. Final cut on the chair. And for landing for the half-demonic bastard. hope he can continue this match, that we have an answer to who the real North American champion is here. Even though this big, but Junior never got his fair title rematch. Always ends in disqualification. Without him being responsible for, I think. As back first goes Big Sash against a barricade to the dislike of the audience, myself included. As Junior using the chunk Big Sash now, uploading on him. How much more can Sasha take? Superman punch! Of nowhere Big Sash strikes. As Junior headbutts goes nowhere. Big Sash Sky first goes Junior against the apron or ring post, I'm not sure. Which one he hit.
He's heading back to the ring.
As Big Sash returns to the ring, Junior grabs the Sam's or his bones onto the chair. Waits Big Sash on the outside, try to use it, but Big Sash avoiding it from happening. Lifting him up. Oh wow. Wow, what an Asian backbreaker, but luckily for Junior didn't land it on the chair. In this heated matchup, maybe more heated than every other match we had so far and will have. I mean, it's going on the longest rivalry we have on the entire card. Big short attack from Junior. Not even Ciampa versus the Demon got so long because of Ciampa's injury. So big right hook there from the Junior to Big Sash. Elbow drop to the chest. It's the audience, of course, rooting for Big Sash, and why wouldn't they? As Junior saying Big Sash against the fence. And face first into the ring post. Taking for objects underneath the ring again. As the crowd wants tables, but they want to see Big Sash putting Junior to the table, I believe. As Junior to do the shovel as he wants to bury Big Sash. For getting his hands on the system. He might not be from Alabama, but he very protective of his sister. And that's the only perhaps positive side of Junior. That he cares about his sister, that he wants nobody to harm her, even if it's accidental. But so from Big Sash, I don't think it was an accident tombstoning her. He had enough of her constantly getting involved in their matchup 2 weeks ago, last week. Title match where I'm surprised to see Big Sash tombstoning. Wouldn't expect this at all from him. As Junior tried to use a shovel, he just tried to boot him. Nobody connects, but the throwback connect from Junior yet again shaking underneath the ring for objects. Big Sash tried to take advantage of it, but Junior doesn't let him, using his half demonic powers. But instead taught him. And don't forget, earlier 2 days ago, on the first night of our pay-per-view, Junior and his father retained the NXT tag team titles over Ciampa and Sascha. Like already match it. As Junior using the chair on Big Sash body there. As Big Sash elbow to the skull of Junior. As Junior sidestepping. Junior big headbutt to Big Sash. The crowd doesn't like it one bit, but Junior going for the claw. Slam on the shovel. Yeah, this is in jeopardy after that shot. I don't know if Big Sash even can compete after that. As Junior doesn't give a damn. Elbow drop to the motionless Big Sash. Oh, get the medics out here now. The shack on him. Junior elbow drop to Big Sash to the shovel. As the crowd goes concerned, all silent about Big Sash. After Santon with an apron, as Big Sash motionless, I hope he's alright. As Junior doesn't give a damn. As Big Sash back to his feet, but on which condition is he's beyond question. It's a knowledge for us. As he tried to use his shovel but get booted by Big Sash. Good, get him. Come on, Big Sash. She mocks Big Sash there. Big Sash just retains to the ring. They might get those rounds, Junior. A cheap shot from the Half Demon. One of the NXT Tag Champs. One for the Shin Breaker. One for our Tag Champions go to work against the North American Champion. And this Champ vs Champion title match for the North American Championship. As Junior in the shovel. Big Sash retaliates. There's so much history between those two. 4 months in the making of the rivalry. Will it ever end between those two?
Back into the ring.
Not so sure. It's Big Sash shoves over and over, try to use it. Is Junior now using it? Get hold of it. Hopefully Big Sash is alright after this choke slam onto the shovel by Junior. Hopefully he's alright. I'm really concerned about Big Sash's well-being here. As Junior now lifting him up. Elbow from Big Sash.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
Junior with the reversal.
Great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
There's now choke slam.
Got it scouted.
Oh, Big Sash had the hands in the eye, I think, of Junior. Not very fair or nice, but that's what you have to do against a demon. Not a fair fight or nice as Junior got by Big Sash, and now tagged on the leg there. It's now Big Sash going for survival with the power bomb. Goes on the cover with the speedo. 1, not even 2. As Big Sash can't believe it. As Junior keeping him up, serve up as now. Big Sash got ready for something there, but Junior goes to the outside.
Outside of the ring now. What's the plan?
It's cowardly, but it's also smart of Junior. Sending Big Sash into these steps. I know it's legal, but that doesn't mean I have to like it as Junior. Introducing the steel steps to Big Sash. No, he didn't. Kick to the nutsack from Big Sash. As Junior's punching Big Sash, but Big Sash surviving. Lifting Junior up and down. Good for him. So it's now big punch. That punch there. Look how Big Sash go. 4 months in the making.
This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need to stop this one.
Now Junior. Yeah, definitely so, but I'm with you on this one. Break onto toss there. And still can't believe the toughness of Big Sash. Maybe it's the audience keeping him in the matchup as now Junior using the steps on Big Sash. Hope he's alright, but I fear the worst in this situation as Junior continues mugging on Big Sash. I we know how big and tough Big Sash is, but how much more can he take after this? After a couple of moments ago got choke slammed on a shovel. Gut wrench suplex, which could break your back already, you know. And then the tough hits with the steel steps and everything. As Junior's enjoying it. Or maybe he's losing his mind here tonight. Junior checking for objects yet again. This time for a table as he called. Well, a table, but not from Junior. Junior's using it on Big Sash though. And placing it outside.
Can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys. Maybe it's a yard sale.
As Junior kick to the nutsack of Big Sash. Tried to lift him up, but Junior landing into the steps that he introduced in this matchup. And there's no disqualification every goes contest as Big Sash now has Junior against the table. As Big Sash going for a chokeslam to the table. Come on, do it. Yes! Got him. Rightfully so as Big Sash returned to the ring, but Junior's now watching us on the outside as the crowd goes nuts. As saying this is awesome and can't disagree with that. Kick to the nutsack of Junior as Big Sash going for another powerbomb attempt here. As he did Junior's powerbomb against the apron. And against the apron, toss against the apron and now toss the one. That's how heated Big Sash got this rivalry. Maybe he wants revenge for whatever happened to Sasha 2 last months before the Royal Rumble. As he blames the Demon family for it, but we don't even know if they're behind this, or if it was an illness or somebody else behind it. We have no clue. I mean, but it makes sense that it would be either the Demon or his son behind this attack. For his father, the clothesline from Junior. They're mocking Big Sash now. But shouldn't underestimate him, Junior. Could be a big mistake to underestimate. So now yet again picking up the steel chair. And this time Big Sash couldn't avoid the chair shot. Yeah, definitely more trouble awaiting as Junior goes ready for the choke toss again. His finishing maneuver onto the chair. Oh, come on. Call off the match. The crowd cheers, come on, Big Sash. Boom to the table one more time, the crowd chairman. As Junior brings Big Sash inside the ring. But Big Sash motionless. I don't know if he's even can take any more of this. Jimmy keeps the tag going. Shovel hit of a shovel hit. She wants his revenge for Big Sash here. Oh no, a squeeze! The vice grip.
That just looks nasty.
I'm down goes Big Sash. As Junior goes on the cover. Speed. He got it! Junior got his title back, but on which condition is Big Sash in after this one? I hope he's alright.
Now here's another look at some of the clips that made that street fight so much fun, at least for us.
I mean, street fight wasn't all bad match, Michael. Let's see some highlights, and then saw the vice grip in the end, and Big Sash got chokeslammed on a shovel, chokeslam on a chair, while Junior got put to a table with a chokeslam.
Here's your winner, and the new NXT North American Champion, Death Demon Junior.
While the half-demonic bastard celebrates this big win here tonight in this big and heated matchup, and we're concerned about Big Sash well-being. Hopefully he's alright and didn't take any lasting damage. Hopefully the medics will check on him immediately, or even get an AMT, get him to the hospital, have him checked out. I'm really concerned about his well-being, and I would be about Junior's well-being, but well, after everything he did, I'm not sure about that. Even though he's now a two-time NXT North American champion, so good for him. And next up we have the NXT United Kingdom Championship on the line between the challenger, the former champ Waddy Strong, against John Devlin. And well, Waddy can't blame himself for losing his title, because if it wasn't him attacking the supposed challenger for the Royal Rumble, Ilya Dragunov, by attacking him backstage and injuring him, it wouldn't have been a Swipper Sweat match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view between him, Jordan Devlin, and Walter inside the steel cage for Waddy's title. So he can blame himself for losing the title at the Royal Rumble last month in the first place. So, but of course Waddy doesn't do that. Instead, he targets JD, and well, the following to his unexpected loss in his eyes, Waddy then wants his rematch the following episode of NXT UK. And well, he get Kyle O'Reilly involved with cheap shot on numbers game, and even a steel chair shot, but the ref, despite having his back turned and gets swagged by O'Reilly, saw Waddy using the chair on JT, so he disqualified Waddy, which was very controversial, despite Waddy getting what he deserved for the cheating, but still it was very controversial. And well, he got disqualified for it, and Waddy then furious and demanded another shot, and he did so by convincing the boss of the Raptors, and he even got a tag team match the following NXT UK episode, which was 2 weeks ago with him and Kyle O'Reilly, which was last week, excuse me, with him and Kyle against JD and Swerve. O'Reilly's challenge opponent for this pay-per-view, where earlier this night Swerve retained his title against O'Reilly, while last week it was JD and Swerve picking up huge win over Waddy and Kyle via disqualification. It's tradition with those two jackasses, and with Strong and O'Reilly, that is, I mean. And it also was a different case this past week on NXT UK, where it was supposed to be a matchup between Waddy Strong and the NXT UK European Championship Swerve, but O'Reilly and Waddy had other ideas by jumping Swerve from the start, and Kyle even used Swerve's own NXT UK European Championship on Swerve, which we had no choice but to call it another day. And well, it wasn't the same case in the main event this past week on NXT UK between Kyle O'Reilly and JD, but it was the same outcome with Waddy getting involved in this behind the ref's back, and then even not behind the ref's back, Waddy attacked JD, sending a message for tonight's championship match that he does whatever necessary to get back the gold. And let's see if he does everything he has to win back the title. Let's find out.
The following contest is scheduled for Championship. One of the hardest hitting superstars in the game.
As there comes the former champ, Roddy Storm, with Kyle O'Reilly by his side. But like I said, I'm planning on getting the pay-per-views in parts instead of streams. Would make more sense that you also see the key moments of the history of the matches, and yeah, not just only hear me talking about it, and also that I can show you whenever I talk about later matches of the pay-per-view or matches that always can show you the graphic and stuff, and also that you don't have to. That's also not a time issue, because because always in streams, and I don't know why it is in wrestling games, but always one step ahead in streams. I don't know why that is, but it's for years so, and I don't like that one bit. Would like to be at the same moment, to have you at the same moment where I am. But right now I'm at JD's entrance, and yeah, that's. I hope I can do this in videos, and perhaps even one video. That's the plan, to do the pay-per-view and also one video where I also can show you the history of each and every match, and would be better that there won't be any issue with you know, me being one step ahead of you guys, which I can't stand, and yeah. But also we'll change up kind of some stuff on the channel, if I can, whenever I find the time also to do so, because time is the biggest issue right now. Otherwise I would like to do so much more on the channel, but yeah, time says differently. Anyways, there's our champ JD. Let's see if he can retain the title. I mean, with a more vicious body than ever, with Kyle O'Reilly by his side, who knows? But good thing for JD is that this qualification countouts are effective.
Weighing in at 200 pounds, and introducing the champion from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds. He is the NXT UK champion. He is the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin.
And there it is, the NXT United Kingdom title. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a very prestige title, and also it could lead to a bright future if you become the champ. Or you've been the champ and could raise the eyes of the bodies of the writers and get you picked for Raw and SmackDown, for a larger audience, for more opportunities. But let's see about that. Yes. JD get the better of the fist and springboard DDT. Wow. JD got all the hits here on Roddy. Roddy tried to block some, and look at Roddy goes. Elbow reverse left from JD. As Roddy tried to close on him, but JD was ready for it. Suplex has O'Reilly with this distraction, and JD let him distract it. As Roddy tried to take advantage, and he did so with a vicious Unagi into backbreaker thingy. Never seen this before. Goes on the avoid that from JD. Look at this. Strikes there from JD. After kick to the nutsack, so not the knees. What is a nutsack? Looking good for our champion, but also if you've missed the heated North American Championship no holds barred match, feel free to check this out as much as the previous night that we had, previous 2 nights that we had with the pay-per-view, because it was a blast to watch it. You wouldn't regret watching it, and instead, to be truth, you would regret if you won't watch it. So, yeah, check them out if you want to. And going for the Soul Brainbuster, there's Waddy and JD in this great pay-per-view we had. It's close and go void from JD. But only the first attempt. Waddy landed on a second. Big white hooks there from Waddy to JD. Tonight, like I already said, Kyle Fate would be captured the NXT yesterday on the second night of the pay-per-view. Kyle Fate to become NXT European champion. So if we train this now, he will not take from JD as Waddy gets angry, and I don't know if JD was missing the springboard there, or if Waddy just get involved of JD missing there. It's Waddy now lifting JD up and down. The flapjack, and looking good for the challenge. Another vicious clothesline there. That's JD fighting back though. JD again tried to try to distract him, but this time it doesn't work. JD's so focused, why no hot shot on Waddy. Punch just got reversed, avoided there from Waddy with fits of his own. JD. Kicks from Waddy to JD. Knee drop as well. This is looking good for Waddy. Better than ever. As roll up from Waddy with speed. 1, 2. No, not even close of stealing this one. That's how tough JD is. And that's so early in his career. Big knee there from Waddy. Another fish jumping knee there. Drop kick to follow up. Picturely perfect executor. Nah, that's not. Waddy whipping JD in the corner, so much force that JD collapsed, and maybe he still feels the effect of the attacks from Waddy. For the weeks as Kyle yet again tried to distract him, but it didn't pay off. Still Waddy lifting JD up and down face first against the ropes. I hope JD is alright, but with that landing, I don't know. Maybe we need the medics and stop the match. As much as I would hate to see the match got pulled off like that. As Waddy now turning JD upside down. This variation of the facebuster now going for Messiah of the Backbreakers, going to finish things. The Seth became Messiah of the Backbreaker. And a heartache. Not done yet. Stand of heartache, he tries to end it. Can he become champ again? Will he regain his title? 1, 2. 2.5 as JD barely stays alive, but how much more does he have left in the tank after so many tough hits? Maybe it was the vicious attacks from Waddy in the past, Waddy and Kyle in the past in a few weeks. Waddy stacks him up with the roll up, but JD survives here. There it got avoided there from JD though. As he's blocking good hits there from Waddy. It's closing got avoided. Here to the attack from JD, from our champion. Springboard DDT. Planning Waddy. Now JD got the camel clutch locked in. Got many matches won. A few matches won a couple of weeks ago on very different shows like SmackDown, like Raw, like perhaps NXT as well. I don't know. Waddy survives though. Closing got avoided from JD with kicks, vicious kick to the nutsack. Headbutt got avoided from Waddy. Knee to the back. And now Waddy stacks him up, rolls him up, tried to steal it. Can he? 1. Only 1, and then he got saved by the ropes. I don't know how you call it that way, ref. I don't want to have your job, especially in situations like this. They close on there from Waddy. As I mean, I'm not sure how he even saw the wall break, if it really was a wall break, but tough for me to go. Big power bomb there from Y. With another vision. Big boot there from Y to the face of JD. Busting him up. Comes some mass on JD's face as Wally doesn't care one bit. As JD blocks him off there. Headbutt got nowhere though. He got avoided as JD out of nowhere lifting him up, stack him up. Up and down goes Wally with the Michinoku driver. O'Reilly distracting the official though. As JD realizing it, going punches, punch after punch to Wally. JD helps save this body the matchup here. Springboard from JD in the cover. This time the ref counts. One, but only 1.5 because of O'Reilly saved Wally after from JD's strongest move in the Arsenal. Because now Wally got whipped in the corner there. Maybe except for Devils on Side, his other finisher, but still, it was unexpected to see him use his secondary finisher there. But maybe it's because of the moment of surprise, you know. And if one for O'Reilly distraction, who knows? Match could already been over. O'Reilly had again distracting JD, but JD got a good stay. Couple of good hits on the Wally. So maybe O'Reilly wants to bite Wally some time here. The suplex there, so JD climbing off the top, tries to fly with the standing double foot stomp. Foot stomp off the top, not standing there. Excuse me there. Hopefully I won't get fired from a bad commentary at some point. Big headbutt from JD. Big close on there. But free to tell if you would fire me, yes or no. As Wally stacks JD up with another wall up. Will this be enough? Yes, Wally stole it, no? But it was close, so I thought he would steal it there, but he didn't. Big right hook there from Wally to JD. As the quad's going, holy shit, and damn right it is. Springboard from JD goes nowhere again as Wally moved out of the way. Painful landing for JD. So Wally whipping JD in the ropes, following him. But JD somehow cornered that. I don't know how you cornered shit like that, but I'm not a professional athlete, I'm just a commentator. As JD working on Wally's leg there. Now look at JD running to the ropes. Big knee! Could shift the momentum of the matchup as JD goes on the cover. 1, 2, sweet, this almost got him. As Kyle Away now distracting, tried to distract JD again, but it didn't pay off as the camera clutch doesn't. This time Wally was ready for it. Vicious kick to the knee. As now Wally lifting JD up and down with a flapjack again. It's Wally now. Got headbutted. This is the setup. Devil inside. Yet again O'Reilly is the difference maker distracting JD. Oh, come on, eject him already with. He cost JD the match not once but twice. And now Wally end of Hardik again. Will this be enough? Goes in the cover rope, saving the matchup. Good, good. As Wally stacks him up with a wallbug. 1, 2. Can he steal one here? No, luckily not. But it was close. Again, big fist there from Wally to JD. And more angry after not winning this matchup, but thankfully so. After the damn cheating from him and O'Reilly there. It's Wally now on the outside with JD, whipping him into his steps. Looking for object underneath the ring, even though it's a normal matchup. And now Wally rings the candlestick inside the ring and now got his hands on the official. No, not like this. Allowing Kyle to kick JD. As Wally lifts the fish up and down almost on the candlestick, even though it's a robot, but he would feel that as JD defending himself against O'Reilly. Ref back to his feet. And the damage might have been already done. Ref ejecting the candlestick. Good officiating. Ref got swept in the corner. Wally with a lariat to JD. As Wally taking advantage after the damage made done by O'Reilly twice, but JD's fighting. He's fighting hard. And they fight out of precarious situation there. And so is Wally. Back suplex to JD. Important counter there from Boss, man. Able to the back there. So JD lifting Waddy up, it could be it. Yeah, the gang go for Michinoku driver. O'Reilly distracting the official, but it has no effect on him, and JD almost got the win. Wow. Headbutt goes nowhere this time. This time Waddy was ready for big punches to the face of JD. Yet again, clotheslining him, but he hits the ropes. Get a taste of his own medicine there. That's what you get for your cheating and trying to cheat Waddy. Clothesline there for Waddy because there's no justice. God damn it. As Waddy now lifting JD up and down. So maybe he has some depth to right, but he shouldn't underestimate JD. He almost fell victim. And I thought JD had him, but nope, as Waddy now lifting him up at the end of Hardy for the third time in this matchup. Will this be enough to put JD away? I mean, it has to be, hasn't it? 1, 2, 3. This Waddy steals himself yet again to the top by being now a 2-time NXT UK champion. Give me a break. Damn it.
No doubt it was a good one. Here's another look.
Yeah, it was a very compelling match despite Waddy and Kyle cheating, which unfortunately got rewarded with Waddy becoming the NXT UK champion. That's how it is. JD tried everything he could, but in the end it wasn't enough tonight. Maybe because of the painful landing, maybe because of everything Waddy and Kai did in the past, or maybe it wasn't. It was Waddy's night tonight because of the cheating and numbers game. But hey, if it wins some titles, Waddy won't change it. Very successful despite my reservation told. I can't say congratulations for that, but still it was it is what it is, as Waddy is the new champion, and now we have the NXT UK Women's Championship between Toni Storm, the challenger, Violet, the champion. And don't forget how they stole the show in their table match last month where they made history at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event, and was the 5-star bang of a bout if you ever seen one. And the week prior, Toni Storm defeated Violet to become the challenger. Well, this time around was a bit different. Violet has a couple of weeks ago a no-title match against Sowie, and where Kaylee Ray's music hit distracted Sowie from an upset win over the champion, even though Violet's side wasn't on the line. And Violet allowed Violet to pick up a win over Sowie. And this led to a fatal four-way last week, where the winner would be the next challenger for Violet for Here tonight, where Toni Storm emerged victorious over Xia Li, former 2-time NXT UK Women's Champion Xia Li over former champion Kaylee Ray over Sowie. And then it was Violet attacking Toni Storm after an intense standoff. And earlier this past week on NXT UK, Violet had to worry about the Royal Rumble winner, Reckoning, even though it was no title match. But still, Violet tried everything against Reckoning, but fell short to the Royal Rumble winner, who could choose her for her title at WrestleMania if Violet can survive Toni Storm here tonight. And Reckoning defeated Violet and even attacked Violet after the match, giving her another defeat. And this led to Toni Storm coming out and having a stand. And after a standoff from Violet go for a sheep shot on Toni, and it looked like that she destroyed Toni like the week prior, but Violet underestimated Toni's toughness there, and Toni out of nowhere hit Storm Zero on the champ on a chair, and sent a clear-cut message to Violet. We don't know in which condition the NXT UK Women's Champion Violet is after losing to Reckoning, got attacked by Reckoning, and then getting Storm Zero from Toni Storm on the chair. But we also don't know in which condition Toni is in, so let's find out with any further ado, because it's time. Let's match.
It is for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
And also don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have still 2 banger matches still to come tonight.
She's held the NXT UK Women's Championship and was the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner.
Toni very popular with the audience.
Improving her game. Toni Storm tended to come up short in the past until she changed her attitude.
Yeah, Toni said no more waiting for opportunities and promptly threw herself right into the hunt.
And she is a former NXT UK Women's Champion. So, yeah, tougher position for Violet, who's, not so long in the company, only 4 months in the company. So, yeah. So it's a tough test for Violet, but she only got pinned or submitted by Toni Storm last month for the first time ever and the only time. So, yeah, she already showed what she can do, but well, it's only the second the third pay-per-view appearance for her. And I don't know if it's too early for her to. But who knows? Maybe she is already well. I mean, she defeated 2 former 2-time NXT UK Women's Champion and Stacey and Xia to win the title to the shock of everybody. She defeated Stacey when Stacey was the champ in her first night, in her first ever match. So, yeah, that's how great Violet is. And also she will entertain the title on Toni already at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view last month. So, yeah.
From Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm. And introducing the champion from your darkest fears. She is the NXT UK Women's Champion, Violet.
With loud boos, Violet got introduced. Unlike Toni, which is very, very understandable. I mean.
NXT UK Women's Championship.
And we have still 2 great matches still to come with our NXT Women's Champion, where Ripley has to defend her NXT Women's Championship against a challenger, Candice LeRae from the Demon family. Even though there are issues after issue, despite Nightmare and Amber somehow, some way won the tag titles yesterday in the second night of the pay-per-view. Where Toni, wow, good hit on Violet already. Double underhook suplex there.
Snapmare takedown. Oh my! Hip attack. Make it twice.
Hip attack there from Toni on the champion.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
It's not even Saturday night. I'm sure you do.
I know what that means. Elbow there to the splash on there from Violet to Toni. Big right hook from Violet. As Violet chasing Toni. Kicks a Storm, trying to fight at him. Get placed in the corner, big knees there from Violet. It's a kick out counter. Shop also got White Springboard, goes nowhere though. Big mistake, booking mistake there from Violet, which we haven't seen yet, I think. I can't remember it. Final cut from Toni as Toni's about to fly. Diving leg drop. Not going on for the cover, okay. Would expect the cover. Head scissor there from Toni.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key to Toni Storm getting the upper hand here tonight? Toni time isn't just a catchphrase, Cole. It's also her in-ring.
As Toni go for a submission, but Rob saving Violet there.
Always knowing where you are inside the ring is so important.
It's Toni about to fly here.
Here we go.
Big drop kick there. Yeah, like I said, put to the test again, but stomps to the fingers. And if she can retain against Toni again, maybe Toni needs to get back on the end of the line. Tony vicious kicks there. She wants to become champion again. Stomps to the fingers of Violet, but Violet only lost once, and there was 2 Tony Storm on the night before the Royal Rumble. So yeah, on the NXT UK episode before the Royal Rumble, not the night before the Rumble. That would have been SmackDown, and that's a bit too early for those two. Even though Tony Storm was a couple of months on SmackDown, but it didn't work out, and now she's back on NXT UK and immediately became challenger for Violet's title. So I take it from Violet, sends Tony flying to the outside. As off the apron, Violet goes a vicious form to the back of Tony. Hope she's alright. Nasty. Big kick, big Enzikuri there. And Tony to Violet. So Tony bringing Violet inside the ring. How much more can Violet take in this matchup? How much more can she absorb of Tony here? Maybe it's not a night tonight, because something's awful for her. Able to splash on of Tony there, vicious knee. Maybe, or maybe she was playing pause on me. Or maybe it was just Tony get the better for a couple of moments, but all can change in a hurry, as we've seen so many times. Not just in the past, but also previous nights here, and here tonight as well. Big suplexer from Tony goes on the cover, but not nearly enough to beat Violet. And that suplex on the cover, but ropes were right there immediately, in before the 1 count. Stomps to the fingers of Violet again. But we'll know if Violet is, if she's human, if she's not human. Maybe we'll never find out as Tony now. Lifting Violet up. And down. The pendulum breakbreaker and going for Storm Zero. That's smart from Tony, not going for the cover, but going for Storm Zero instead, but Violet was ready for it. Maybe a bit too obvious, but still smart from Tony there. Violet with a vicious knee. And that's how prepared the champ is. Despite her attitude. On the sidekick there. Not once but twice with the Harlem sidekick. Goes Violet as Violet now. Tried to get Tony, but Tony getting her instead. And now looking for the double underhook. Wow. So the driver now going for the second rope. And leg drop. Having leg drop from Tony to Violet there. As Tony, maybe this is a moment, maybe this is a night here tonight. That's Violet. Kinshasa out of nowhere. Surprising not just Tony, but everybody. Will this be? 1, 2, 3, almost enough to retain the title, but it's more than to surprise Tony to beat her, as we've seen for the Royal Rumble. It's needed Violet's supernatural mystery power to punch Tony Storm so hard that she not just got to a table, but even the table broke. I've never seen anything like this before. And I've seen many matches, and of course in my time as a wrestling fan before I took this job as a commentator over half a year ago. So now Harlem's sidekick there from Violet. It's Violet gaining control here, and this was my trouble for Tony. Vicious knees are now lifting her up and down to the knee to the face. Nothing fancy about there. As now Violet's mocking the audience with a dance, with match dance. What does Violet think where she is in the mixed match challenge? Terminating knee there to the face of Tony. Big white hook from Violet. I don't know, there would be a right partner for someone like Violet. We still don't know who or what she is. So she dances again, I know. Hopefully for her she doesn't underestimate Tony, yeah? Otherwise, could that got the what she was hoping for. I'm sidekick there. Again, there's now Tony. Trying to get Violet there. Violet keeping herself up, trying to get Tony with the knee, but Tony was ready for it. Northern Light suplex there. There's a ref counting out both disciplines. Vicious backstabber from Tony there. Double knees there. And now Tony lifting Violet up and down with another Northern Light suplex. Also where both women get countered. Punches to the face or skull of Violet from Tony. They were vicious. Hits there from Tony's face first, skull first goes Violet against the wing post as Tony returns to the ring, but if Tony wins here countered, she doesn't get the title because title does not change hands. We are pin only we are pin or submission. Weapons at 7 as Tony realizing it, or maybe it's her first sportswomanship that we know her for. So yeah, either that or the smartness of Tony kicking in. I don't know. As Tony using a goods here against Violet. Assets against Violet there. Big wide hook there from Violet. Big knee there. Left that 4 again. As face first goes Tony against the ring post. Left that 5 as Violet seemed not to care about the ref's count, or didn't realize, maybe because she's in the heat of the moment, heat of the match here. She's in knee to the face of Tony. Some weapons at 6 already. Will we see counter or won't we? Little knee there from Violet to Tony. Would be a shame if I didn't like a counter. Another knee from Violet. The ref's at 8. It's Tony face first against the ring post. I think there's lights out as Violet returns to the ring.
And now she's giving us all a chance to bask in her effervescence.
And she mocks Tony in the audience. Was at 9, I don't think Tony can make it in time, but we have seen even more miracles. Unbelievable. More unbelievable miracles. So, but unfortunately not tonight. But as Tony Violet wins, we had counters here. Against a very angry, very dominant Tony Storm. But wasn't enough here tonight. Hopefully we will see those two against one another again. Like in the first pay-per-view match, they had great chemistry, and also in the match where Tony defeated Violet on the night before the Royal Rumble. So wouldn't mind to see them again at some point.
And still, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Violet.
The ref completed his
Violet
count,
returns.
and we have a winner. This match ending
But
by
it
count is
took
not
much off our
satisfying
champion,
for
and
the WWE Universe. I think they may demand a rematch.
yes. But we don't know if Tony will get another shot at her title, but that's what we'll find out in the future. Now let's focus on tonight. Let's focus on the 2 main events we have in store for you guys tonight. And the first spin, of course, for the NXT Women's Championship. Candice LeRae from the Demon Family, the challenger against the champion usually from Monday Night Raw, but after Candice appears from the Demon Family, from the main part of the Demon Family, Nightmare and Amber injured to Rhea Ripley's teammate, Nikki ASH, a couple of months ago, which forced the boards of directors to strip Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH 2 weeks ago off the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, where Ripley got berserk and chased after the Demon Family, and she and Raquel even once came close of getting the tag titles off of Candice and Nightmare 2 months ago on pay-per-view, but it wasn't their night, and it then led to Rhea become the challenger for Amber's NXT Women's Championship instead. And at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view last month, it wasn't just Candice and Nightmare losing the tag titles to Dakota and Raquel in their heated rivalry, having a bad end for the Family, with them losing the tag titles to Dakota and Raquel last month at the Royal Rumble, while Rhea beat Amber for the NXT Women's Championship, and now then it's got Candice got the challenger on NXT 3 weeks ago in a battle royal where Nightmare was also supposed to take part in, but because Big Sash tombstoned her the week prior, Nightmare refused to take part in the battle royal. She demanded to get to fight Big Sash alongside her brother Decimon Jr. against Big Sash and NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley it was then, and Big Sash got hands on Nightmare again, getting Rhea and Big Sash disqualified. Like already catch up as the start of the night. Anyways, it also looked like that Candice hadn't forgiving Amber for Amber causing troubles inside the Demon Family, and even it got trouble after Candice and Nightmare lost the tag titles at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Candice and had an argument with Nightmare, and when they were sketching on, facing on the Spitfire Warriors, Casey, Catanzaro, and Sue Cox, and it led to Nightmare disqualifying herself on purpose, losing it completely, and abandoning Candice then. And well, since then we haven't seen Nightmare and Candice teaming up again and or interact with one another. I mean, there was a huge standoff between after Candice won the Battle Royal 3 weeks ago in NXT between her and the champion Rhea Ripley, where Candice even got for a sheep shot on the champion, but the champ made her pay, tossing her face first against the ring post, powerbomb her against the apron, and even whip tying her to the announce table. And there was no interaction from Candice and Nightmare, so maybe they're trouble in the paradise for the Demon family, even though I don't think they would call it paradise. Anyways, it's good that they have troubles, in my opinion, and hopefully we will see a fair contest between Candice LeRae and Rhea Ripley. And Candice put Rhea on notice earlier this past week on NXT when she attacked Rhea Ripley with a sledgehammer, where Rhea was supposed to compete against the Royal Rumble winner Reckoning. And also don't forget the involvement from Candice LeRae and Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw, where Rhea Ripley had another title opportunity for next week's pay-per-view event, which is represented from Raw and SmackDown, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But the title opportunity for the Women's Championship got ruined by Candice LeRae appearing and costing Rhea the match against Nia Jax. And yeah, much heat between those two, especially with Candice and her peers, like already said, injured Rhea Ripley's teammate Nikki ASH many months ago. And now let's see if Candice on her own can get a result here on Rhea Ripley. I mean, she surprised everybody with the sledgehammer attack and costing Rhea the match against Nia Jax.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Also an Extreme Rules match, so maybe better for the challenger, but I don't know if you want to face Rhea, if you would be Candice LeRae, despite her new demonic poisoned attitude. If you want to challenge Rhea Ripley in an Extreme Rules match, I wouldn't do that. I want to do that. I mean, she would completely destroy me, and it would also it could go also end in like say 4 or 5 seconds. If not, depends on the ref's count. So yeah, I don't know if that's the favor of our champion or challenger with this Extreme Rules stipulation, but I'm glad that we have the stipulation. Also, we don't know how Candice LeRae's injured husband Johnny Gargano's thinking about Candice LeRae joining the Demon family and with her gear as well, saying the Demon that she loves the Demon and that they own her. So we don't know how Johnny feels about that. But hopefully we will see him again in action when he hopefully beaten his injury. I mean, we haven't seen him for such a long time now, for over half a year, for even longer. So hopefully he will able to return at some point. As there comes Rhea Ripley, in her second ever reign as NXT Women's Champion. Supposed to be a member of the Raw roster, but because of what the Demon family did to her and her teammate Nikki ASH since Survivor Series, she's the NXT Women's Champion. As Candice, despite being so many years on NXT, never captured the NXT Women's Championship, and it would be a yeah, it's kind of understandable that Candice got frustrated about never being NXT Women's Champion and stuff, but joining the Demon family, I don't think she there's any excuse for doing that, in my opinion. I mean, but anyways, good for Rhea Ripley becoming NXT Women's Champion again. Having a major feud with the Demon family, even more, it's more heated than anything else. But still, good for Rhea Ripley, reinventing her career. And maybe, and also what the director said, where we have to strip you and Nikki ASH out of the tag team titles, because it's been so many months that you couldn't defend your title because of the injury caused by Demon family. But if you, but when Nikki ASH is ready to compete, you will get a shot for the tag titles that you only lost on a technicality because Nikki ASH got injured and couldn't defend the title alongside Rhea. So that's a good call by the boards of directors, from my opinion. only white coil, even though it took them long enough.
From Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae. And introducing the champion from Adelaide, Australia, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
But we will find out what happens to the WWE Women's Tag Titles next week on next week Sunday at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, where they will be defended between two upcoming stars of SmackDown in form of Shotzi and Tegan Nox, known as the Storm Riders, against the Dynasty of Destruction, the veteran duo of Natalya and Tamina. So yeah, if you're interested in that, feel free to check out the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that I hopefully will bring as a video. I hope so. I'll try my best, as officially on the way here. As Candice charging at Rhea Ripley, but we are blocking her, big hooks. But that's what Candice need to rely on. She either need to rely on the stipulation with the using everything she can, steel chairs, candlesticks on Rhea Ripley, and her quickness. That's the only chance she had against the powerful Rhea Ripley. Just taking away the leg from Rhea Ripley, drop kick there. So it looked like that Rhea Ripley had the battle on the opening bell, but nope. Momentum shifted, drop kick away from Rhea Ripley. As I just said, that the momentum shifted, it shifted again. This time back to Rhea Ripley's favor. What a start to this match. That's good. Hopefully we see a very fair and competitive match between two of the best women NXT have to offer. Kicks there. Yeah, especially you can do whatever you want tonight, Cole. This matchup. That's what I said, Corey, that Candice had to rely on the stipulation after she got choke tossed over Rhea Ripley. And elbow got avoided. This weird kick to the splashdown of Candice. Form to the back of Candice. Oh, double hand to the splashdown. I know Candice will feel about that. Big running power slam from Rhea. Made famous by Braun Strowman, by was resident wrestler Braun Strowman, the Monster Man. As Rhea Ripley back inside the ring. With a clear message to the challenger. Big white hook there. Now stomp to the back. Stomp to the arm of Candice. So far it's a very successful night for the Demon family. They won 4 of 5 matches, and the 5th match is still to come. Wait, actually no, I was talking nonsense. Excuse me. They won 3 of 5 matches. This match of course is still obviously still going. Yeah. I never was good at math. Luckily, I was hired as commentator and as a maths teacher. Big punches there from Rhea Ripley to him. Can't spot what you do here as a maths teacher anyway. And calculating the damage, I don't think anybody can calculate any damage. Especially with those who one wants to save it, but Candice doesn't care about the audience anymore. I care about them for years. Candice get a chair. Yes. No. Candice doesn't want to go into the ring, and Rhea doesn't want to go to the outside of the ring. As we are not scared of Candice, but Candice using the chair and using it with lack of Rhea Ripley. I mean, you can't blame her for using the stipulations, but I don't like this. But it's smart though, going for Rhea's leg with a steel chair. Good strategy though, chair to the back of the head, but that doesn't mean I like it. Elbow to there from Candice to a Judas effect even on Rhea Ripley, even though we are not all elite. Kick to the splashdown there from Rhea to Candice. As we are not getting the chair. Return to the ring. Oh, that's a scary side of Candice, but Candice tried to use Judas effect, but she got her head smashed instead. As I wouldn't, if I would be Candice, I would run away and screaming, because there's not just Rhea Ripley standing in front of me, but with a steel chair nonetheless. Quite hooks there from Rhea to the back as Rampage taking over there. All the anger, all the frustration, taking that out on Candice away here. Now she's whipping her to the outside. I thought she was going for this chair that she placed in the corner, but no, she wanted to make a mockery out of Candice. I don't know if that's smart of Rhea on the WrestleMania Candice. I mean, sure, Rhea's the kick at favor, but still, never count out Candice away with her Greatness vicious wicked lariat, sending Rhea against a known saber. And around, and like I said, very successful so far for the Demon family, where Decimate Jr., Decimate Senior, the father and son of the Demon family retained the NXT tag titles against Ciampa and Sascha in the first night of the pay-per-view. Big leg drop after power slam from Rhea Ripley, while Candice was taking out the candlestick from underneath. Some sort of chest from Rhea Ripley. While also Demon family had Decimate Jr. At the first match of tonight, of the third night of the pay-per-view, regaining the North American Championship after potentially injuring Big Josh to regain his title, and also for Big Josh getting his hands on his sister Nightmare. While also yesterday, on the second night of the pay-per-view, Nightmare and Amber, to the shock of everybody, despite not working as a team, winning the NXT Women's Tag titles of Rising Force, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, which also featured the Fallen Angels. While we are using the candlestick, then we saw the expression on the face of Candice. She felt the hits for sure now. Shock toss on it. I don't know if she hits the candlestick or missed it, but I hope Kenny's alright. The candlestick, that is. And same about Candice, I would say, but despite the attitude change, I hope she's alright and can compete. Face first goes Candice in the match after those face buster on Rhea. Happen match slam. As we are in full control, but what we are expecting with Rhea Ripley would be a kind of a bit tiny bit upset from. Maybe more of Ken's wins. His shin breakers. Where did the stick go? Is he still around? Is he still alive? I hope so, but maybe we are broken on Candice. As Candice sure filled every hit of that as she tried to think of strategy against Rhea. As Rhea returned to the ring where Candice missed in the running elbow. Elbow to the back from Rhea instead. Candice elbow to Rhea splash on. Closer into the outside. It's now saying off the apron goes Candice, but nobody home. As we are moved out of the way. Just in the nick of time. Big wide hook from Rhea. Apple mat slam for Candice again. It's Candice now. Try to get away from Rhea, but there's no escape tonight. Uppercut there from Rhea. Getting all the anger, all the frustration out on Candice. For costing her the match earlier this past week on Raw against the Ciampa qualifying match for the Women's Championship. Against Nia Jax, for also attacking her with a sledgehammer all this past week on NXT when it was supposed to be Rhea Ripley against the Royal Rumble winner Reckoning in the no-title matchup. As Rhea brings the fight back to the outside, jump back suplex to cancel away, and a knee to the face of Candice. Elbow to the face as well. We have full control of Candice. Can Candice somehow, some way get back in this thing? But how? I mean, completely destroyed by Rhea. That's how dangerous Rhea is, and why I wouldn't want to step in the ring with Rhea. Stomp to the legs, because I don't think Rhea would hesitate to fight me. She will fight to me no matter what. Even being on the good side of the universe, I still wouldn't want to share the ring with Rhea. Not even for an interview. Asking one question, you could get the whip tied. As Rhea now, shin breaker to Candice. But same could be said about Candice when I don't want to interview her either. So stomps to the chest from Rhea to Candice. Candice back to her feet. Tried to go for Judas effect, but yet again Rhea had it scouted, had it planned, and now big power slam to Candice. Candice so much trouble in this match, but Rhea don't want to win this match yet. Elbow to Candice. He wants to get revenge here. And outpowering Candice as much as he wants to. Now up on the shoulder, get like a child, like a toy. But first against the apron. Stomp to the arm as well, as Rhea having so much fun. Leg drop to the lower chest of Candice, now stomp to the chest as well, as Rhea ends the match whenever she's ready. Of getting all the anger, of the frustration out of the revenge of Candice. For everything she and her Demon family done. To her and Nikki ASH. Punch said to Rhea Ripley, so but Shannon one more time. As now Rhea lifting Candice up with a big power slam again, and Candice could get injury here from Rhea. So big right hook there. But Claudia, so we are stomp to the arm. Can's again. As we are. But reversed here from Can's, but yet again. Due to the splashing of Can's and no good hits. As Can's tried to fight back in the scene, but I don't know if she's any match for we are now running away from her. That would be my strategy, but I'm not so fast with running, so I don't know if that would work out for me, but it did work out for Can's, even getting the Judas effect out. As we got sent on the steel steps from Candice. Can use it for an equalizer here. As she got for a sledgehammer, that she used as possibly on NXT against Rhea. Going for Rhea splash zone. Not strategy, going for the legs as well. Maybe that's how Candice needs to get back in the thing. Rhea stopper! Candice splash zone on the sledgehammer. Hopefully Candice enters splash zone now right after that. As Rhea stomping a mud hole on Candice there. And Candice chest as hopefully Candice is alright after that match. I mean, she had it coming, but I'm really concerned about her well-being after being decimated here tonight. She got for a code breaker, variation of a code breaker there. Maybe that's what she needs to get back. But I don't know if she can. Maybe the sledgehammer again. Going for the aiming for the legs of Rhea, that's very, very smart. As Rhea Ripley back to her feet, and Candice running away from her. As we are in the chase of Candice, as Candice should put to the ropes, hip tossing her down. What? I don't know how she did that, but maybe it's a demonic power. The demonic power. Team Family as Candice whipping Rhea to the chair that we are placed in the corner. As we accepted the trap for herself, kind of in a ironic way. As Candice using the sledgehammer on Rhea's legs again. As Rhea to warp kick to Candice. As Candice keeping herself up, but Rhea had to get her again, and Candice yet again escapes to the outside in this Extreme Rules matchup. As Candice got tossing against a barricade there from Rhea's power, and now Rhea swooping Candice back first into the barricade. I believe to see his back issues was not trained right elbow there. Running Jesus effect this time as Candice celebrates herself, but should be careful. Dropkick goes nowhere. As Candice now get brought back inside the ring by Rhea Ripley. And now Rhea devastating big boot there. The face of Candice is now Rhea playing with her, going for the going for the prison tap, and it could be the win for Rhea here. I don't know if Candice has any more left to survive the prison tap, especially after Rhea hitting her with planning on with Candice splash on first on the sledgehammer a couple of moments ago on the outside, and where Ripley got prison tap got looked in as Candice is fighting, and she somehow some way fought out of it. Closing got avoided though. Again, Michinoku drivers Candice escaped to the outsider. Again, but will there be any more in the tank for left her? Get sent. We will play in the barricade. But when we are back first in the barricade, that's a change for once. And now Candice on the top rope as she goes up on the apron, changing plans, but the leg drop goes nowhere. She missed. And she's not the high flyer anymore. She's the cheater now of numbers game of the Demon Family. Big punches here. And pain and destruction along their way as face first goes Candice on the ground on the outside. Has tried to escape Rhea now, but there may not be any escape here tonight as Candice picking up the sledgehammer, using it on Rhea again. Rhea dropped forward to Candice. As Rhea going to meet her boot again. And Rhea going for the prison tap again. Will this be? This time. As no, Rhea has another idea, going for the cover instead. I don't know why, but 1, 2, can it be? It is. We're retaining her entirely in dominating fashion, putting out all of her anger and frustration on Candice away tonight. I mean, it kind of sucks for Candice, but of everything she and her Demon Family did the last couple of months, I don't feel bad for her. As we will see some highlights of the matchup. Still the champ. Well, we have still our main event, the fatal four-way between Tommaso Ciampa, Royal Winner Rey Mysterio, Legendary Kane, and the champ, the damn Demon Decimate Senior, still to come. But it's also the first match that Demon family lost on this pay-per-view, so yeah, it's a bit of a downer, but that's why they have strength in numbers. Even though Nightmare and Amber didn't rely on strength or numbers, they did rely on Nightmare's pure strength and Amber's greatness, kind of. But feel a good moment for Rhea Ripley, and I feel good. I'm so proud. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad that she got what she deserved in the end, and maybe can return toward some point. And well, but now next up we have our main event of the evening, and with that we will end the pay-per-view. I mean, it got 3 nights, so got long enough. But it was a blast, it was a banger to watch, and hopefully the main event won't let any of us down, as well as it's this bit history between the Demon and Ciampa. I mean, at his arrival, the Demon targeted then NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa with attacking him and beating him up constantly, while also beating him in matches back to back, and Sascha even got involved and got injured as much as Ciampa, while also the Demon won at his first ever pay-per-view appearance, the NXT Championship of Tommaso Ciampa, and completely destroyed Ciampa, and he even destroyed the likes of Samoa, and injured the likes of Samoa Joe, the psychopath Dexter Lumis, even he and his son's resurrector Papashanko wasn't safe, even though he brought him and his son back to life. He got injured as well, or even killed. While also they injured the supposed to be general manager of NXT, William Regal. They injured the brothers. They injured he injured 2 upcoming stars in Cameron Grimes and A-Kid, as well as Kushida, and that's everybody the Demon injured so far. And don't forget, the Decimate Senior, in his over half-year tenure with NXT, he only lost once via pin or submission. Other losses were via disqualifications, and that he brought up on himself, you know. So yeah, that's how it is, and yeah, let's see if any of. But this time, luckily, the Demon doesn't have to get involved to lose his title here tonight, because it's a fatal 4-way, guys. And well, maybe it could be Kane pinning Rey Mysterio, Ciampa pinning Rey, so Rey pinning Ciampa, Rey pinning Kane, so that the Demon loses title. Also, don't forget, Kane was a mystery opponent a couple of months ago for the Demon, and the Demon picked a way win alongside, thanks to his son Decimate Senior. Decimate Senior, I say Decimate Junior's son. He is senior. He's not his own son. Junior's son, and he also tried to injure Kane, but Sasha made the save. And this led to Kane wanting to come back at the surprise entrance of the Royal Rumble match last month, where he made the surprising return and be in this final 3 alongside NXT's Legend Killer, very own Legend Killer, and was legendary Master of 619 Rey Mysterio, where Kane then eliminated Legend Killer, and it was down to Kane and Rey Mysterio, 2 legends, for a shot of main eventing WrestleMania, and Rey then shockingly eliminating Rey Mysterio, eliminating Kane to win the Royal Rumble and have a big challenge out of WrestleMania. But after getting targeted by Demon for the last 2 weeks, I'm not so sure if Rey can make it, because don't forget, last week Rey found his son unconscious backstage in NXT, and then he let his guard down and got completely decimated by the Demon and his son in the no title match between Rey and Decimate Senior, until Kane made the save after the matchup, after damage already been done. And also don't forget what happened this past week on NXT. Kane had the promo where he said that he returned to NXT to find out if the Demon is a imposter, or if he really is a demon, and is just a shame to to every monster, every demon, every root of evil in Kane's world, because in Kane's world they don't have to hide behind the family, they destroy that there's no need for hiding behind anybody or using cheap shots on Mamba's game, and that's what Kane said. And he also promised to vowed to take the demon down to prove to Satan himself that he's the true root of evil, that he's the true monster, and unlike the demon. And Kane did followed up his statements when he got jumped after his promo by the NXT champion Decimate Senior. But Kane retaliated with a chokeslam, with a tombstone, and tossing Senior from up high in the backstage area from 6 feet to the ground. And yeah, that's how supernatural the demon is. A human would injured or perhaps even killed, but not the demon. He even later that night attacked Ciampa and Sascha when they had supposed to tag team title number 1 contender match against Legado del Fantasma, and because of that it was an Extreme Rules match, because between Ciampa and Sascha against Father Sandro, Decimate Jr. and Decimate Senior, where they returned 2 nights ago. The tag titles of Father Sandro, Decimate Jr. and Decimate Senior retained the tag titles over Ciampa and Sascha, because Ciampa's anger towards the demon got the better of him. And understandably so, though. I mean, they've injured him not once but twice, so it's understandable. As also we go to the history of this matchup, and everybody have no issue with Kane lately, but in the past they had major issues. While also there's no history between Kane or Ciampa, Rey Mysterio or Ciampa, but everybody, what all of those 3 challengers have in I forgot the word, damn it. That's a shame. What they all have combined, they hate the demon, and the demon targeted them at some point. So yeah, maybe the hatred for the demon make a good main event in this Fatal 4-Way, and demon doesn't have to be involved to lose the title, so maybe someone can save all of us finally. Oh, I thought the medics were already, but it's just Ciampa's music. But would be good if the medics already, after everything the demon destroyed left and right. I mean, he's more worse than any serial killer. I mean, even they can't beat the demon's numbers, to be honest. What's going on with the... Are we still alive? Yeah, okay, we are. Damn it. I mean, I heard about it from Tube, but then they from YouTube Studio, but then they said they took care of it, but apparently not. As Ciampa wants to back his goal, he wants to avenge on the demon, but we saw 2 days ago costing him the tag title match when he didn't pay attention to Sascha got beaten by the demon family. But I can understand his anger and frustrations. I mean, he never could beat the demon so far, and he always got destroyed, he got injured by them, and it's maybe now his time to fight back and get retribution, getting revenge on them. As Ciampa seems to be ready for this matchup. As here comes the Royal Rumble winner, the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio.
A lucha libre legend. The biggest little man
619, Stereo.
Rey Mysterio has created a legacy that has been undeniable.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm stupid sometimes.
Brace yourselves for the big red monster.
Yes, that's Kane. Big red monster. Will this be his night? Here tonight.
I've been looking forward to this one.
As there's a demon now. Looking more scary and deranged as ever, and evil as ever. As he takes his time. Okay, good. Now it works good. Okay, it does. That's the biggest prize in all of NXT, the NXT Championship. Way targets a demon, he DDT taking him down while Ciampa got hits on Kane, but Kane fighting back. I'm surprised that not everybody in this matchup charged after the demon. I mean, that's what I would do if I would be way Kane and Ciampa. Springboard got avoided there from the demon crushing Mysterio. Kane's uppercut got avoided by Ciampa. Kicks there, hits to Kane. He whips away Mysterio to the outside. So attack to Mysterio by Ciampa. Had to get his revenge on him. Jumping neckbreaker to the back of the head or the back of the skull.
He knew that was coming. Corey, what's your best shot at winning today?
He was ready for Ciampa then.
You lean into the stipulation and leave no
Launching him to the ropes and so take him out of this. Kane also wanted to his piece of the Demon, but not busy with Ray inside the ring. And the Sunset flip onto powerbomb, but Demon doesn't care about the NXT title, but he knows how much it means for the likes of Ciampa and other superstars, so he uses it as an instrument of punishment, while Ray Sunset flipping on Kane momentarily. Got Kane in the corner where face first got Ciampa against an out-saver. As Way using the legs kick away Kane's legs. Smart strategy by Mysterio. Punch as well. Now Demon face first goes Ciampa down to the ground. Don't forget, Cena and his son defeated Kane away Mysterio this past week on NXT, while Junior had Kane distracted with by attacking Big Slash constantly, so that the Demon could put away Mysterio, but also shocks him onto the announce table. So yeah, there's that, and Kane in big trouble after the 619 and splash from Mysterio, while the Demon sent Ciampa, as he said. Big punches from Mysterio on the Demon, and the drop kick as well as everybody's big trouble with the Royal Rumble winner Mysterio. Stomp to the leg there from Kane to the Demon. Demon kicks up though, the back whop there from Kane on Mysterio. All the way slam from the Demon to Ciampa. But the clothesline Kane was ready yet again. Demon get outclassed here by Kane. There's my drop kick. Demon's gone, so Ciampa and Kane are legal inside the match. Side for both alone in the ring. Taste of pain from Ciampa. Can this be? 1, 2, only 2 after 619 from Ray. A couple of moments ago, shoulder tackle from the Demon on the outside to Kane. Kane I said to Ray. As Ciampa up and down with the knee drop to Kane, as now the Demon focusing his attention on this rival Ciampa. Unagi got avoided with the Unagi of Ciampa's own there. As Ray could sinking 619 yet again on Kane. If it could be already over. As Kane countering the 619 this time by Ciampa, got good hits on Demon, rightfully so. Hopefully put an end to this fiend somehow, some ways. Ciampa fighting the Demon. Then revenge his way. Yet again gets a bet of Kane, despite Kane countering 619. As Ciampa up and down the Demon with a reverse DDT out of the corners. Jumping neckbreaker from Ray to Ciampa. And the tilt-away DDT to Kane. As Ray climbed to the top again. As he could look for his frog splash. But Ray taking his time. I don't know if that's smart, but that way cool. Yeah, the splash to Kane's back, but the Demon back in. I don't know if Ray must still realize or not. As the Demon attacking the official, he doesn't need to break up the pin, he just elbows the robot instead. It's not very nice, but that's what the Demon's all about. Super kick from Ciampa when Mysterio as the Demon are picking ref up by pieces there. And Mysterio ejecting Ciampa from the ring. Going for a springboard while the Demon goes crazy on the robot there. Backing for a drop kick face first, goes the robot down. A robot official, that is. Lucky takedown from the Demon and Kane, and now Kane got outpowered here by Mysterio and the Demon. As Ciampa got clever leaf on the outside, but doesn't win you the match, but takes damage to Mysterio. Very smart kind of, but should also pay attention to Kane and the Demon. And they'll press on the back body drop from Kane to the Demon, and it's Demon now going for the second rope here. There's a Kane avoiding him, but gets shoulder tackled anyway. There's Demon Powers taking out of this matchup, as Demon might have lost up here, but Kane blocking him. It's Kane now lifting the Demon up and down, skull down. Skull first to the ground. Demon is even back to his feet though. Smacking Kane some. I would appreciate if it would be other way around. The Demon goes for a shock here, but Kane no problem of countering his own finishing maneuver and getting something going with the Demon. I don't know if they're hugging or fighting. As Ciampa and Ray are fighting on the outside. I was like, that's what I know, however. They got to want the power slam from Demon and Kane. So Kane about to take the Demon down, but got a powered here tonight. As now the Demon kicked the nutsack of our robot official, having powerbomb position, as they're not so happy about it. Try to get involved, but now it's too late anyway. And close on it from the Demon and Kane as well. Demon goes to the outside. and attacking the official, sending him to steel steps. But Kane now picking the Demon up, and the Demon fighting. Kane off. Oh, to the back of that, no Kane sidestep. Away gets the better of Ciampa. Big old hook, that's the Legends. Take control of the future stars, so to speak. Even though we don't know how old the Demon actually is. We only know that he's rising terror over NXT for the last half year. So yeah, that's the only thing we know about him. A storm to the arm or the bones there from Kane to the Demon, to the NXT champion. Leg drop as well. Him back to his feet. Ciampa all in the ring by himself. As him returns to the ring to play mind games with him, to torture his prey mentally as physically. Trying to flip from away to Ciampa. Cheap shot from the Demon away. Kane yet again wants to protect him, but also wants to revenge on the Demon's way. Bring Kane back inside the ring where Ciampa counting out the Demon. And so is the Demon on Ciampa. Sending Ciampa yet again face first into 3 sets this time. Kane. Big white hook to Rey Mysterio, but there's a Demon from behind. Big white hook of his own. Drop kick to Rey. As the Demon wants to injure as many opponents as he can in the matchup, perhaps. I mean, it would be opportunity for him to injure 3 people at once. As Kane with the reversal there. As Kane goes for the choke slam. Good! Good! Get him! But there's Ciampa, come on. Unlucky from Ciampa to Kane, even though I would like to see Ciampa become NXT champion tonight, but dropkick to Kane's face, but that wouldn't be mind anybody expect for the Demon, except for Demon to win, as Ciampa goes fairy tail landing on Kane. Fairy tail landing with the speedo, but the ropes saving this matchup here. And now Ciampa got again for fairy tail landing, Kane was ready, this time Sway goes on the cover on the Demon with the speed, 1, no, not even 2. Not even 2. Some to the arm as Kane goes on the cover on Ciampa. I don't know if Way realized 1, 2, 3 almost got him. Because Way was so driven in anger, maybe blaming the Demon for whatever happened to his son 2 weeks ago in NXT. The Demon was focused on Ciampa and leaving an opening for Way to getting good kicks in. As the Demon deserved it though. As Way leg drop to the back of the damn Demon as Ciampa even teaming up with Way, that it looks like, on the Demon. As both wants revenge, as the Demon too powerful for both of them, it looks like. As he had powers Way Mysterio. As TO there from the Demon to Ciampa. As now jump back suplex for Way Mysterio. Running into Ciampa as he tried to grab him, but Ciampa was quick on his exchange. Got a shot to the slope and gets slapped around. Otherwise, to human it would have effect, but not to the Demon. As he got this vice grip in on Ciampa. As he has enough of Ciampa here. I don't know if I would go for the finisher with Kane standing up there in the turnbuckle. As the Demon goes on cover on Kane. I don't know how smart this is from this Fiend. Bob saving the match anyway. I mean, I don't know why he didn't pin Ciampa, or why he even used his finisher at this point, but I'm questioning the Demon fall away slam that to Kane as well. The Demon goes and cover on Ciampa, but will this be enough? No way it breaks things up. As the Demon are running away from Kane and Way. But they're in pursuit, everybody's in pursuit of the Demon, rightfully so. Punch there to the back from Rey Mysterio to the Demon. That's why winner who could, if he wants to, he can challenge the Demon for his title at WrestleMania, grand stage of them all. As Ciampa good hits on the Demon, only for get surprised by the Demon as after Demon sending Rey Mysterio on the steel steps, and now Ciampa back inside the ring. As the Demon was ready for it, but nope, Ciampa get him with the taste of pain. And now Kane face first goes way up on the apron as Ciampa with good hits on the Demon. As now Kane stormed to the nutsack of Way. As good storms there inside the ring from Ciampa on the Demon. It's uppercut from Kane to Way. Face first against the apron goes Mysterio. Shinbreaker from the Demon on Ciampa. Kick to the nutsack as the Demon goes for powerbomb. And he hits it. Don't forget, they already competed 2 nights ago for the Demon's Enter Sun tag titles, where the Demon Enter Sun retained over Ciampa and Sascha. With Kane with his big boot and strikes to Way on the outside. Chokeslam inside the ring from the Demon, as now the Demon could finish things on Ciampa if he can with the dreaded claw. Hopefully not. As Kane, I don't know if he realizes or even know where he is right now as the demon. As a claw locked in on Ciampa. And Ciampa, he's unconsciousness. The match need to be stopped. Kane wasn't there time enough to save us all. Oh, damn it. As the demon yet again finds a way to escape.
Now let's take a look back at
So,
some of the great action.
yeah, that's unfortunately, but that's how it is, and hopefully we can move on without the demon at some point. I mean, yeah, demon retained, and yeah, retained his title. Then we see some highlights of the match. Despite everything way Kane and Ciampa tried to do, it wasn't anything they couldn't do tonight. As the demon retained, it's unfortunately the demon retained, and the reign of terror, the reign of evil continues over on NXT, and we don't know if there will be ever an end to the demon's title when he only lost one match in the title because he underestimated the toughness of Samoa Joe. That's why he lost. Otherwise he always finds a way to win. And maybe there's no way anyone can stop this demon if he's not underestimating it. But anyways, it's a bad ending, but it is an ending nonetheless. And hopefully you enjoyed the pay-per-view as much as I do. And if you missed any of the matchup, see the previous streams of the previous 2 nights, so to see all the great action that you may or may not have missed. Have a great time, and we see each other